We've come to the time when we honor our 2012 Young Leader of the Year. When choosing the Young Leader of the Year, we look for service that clearly has a county-wide impact. We look for commitment, and we look for someone who could be a leader anywhere in the world, but has chosen to serve in Macoupin County. This year's Young Leader of the Year clearly is all of those things. This young man was born and raised in Macoupin County. He began his public service in 1997 when he was elected to the Bunker Hills City Council. In 2001, he became the youngest mayor in Macoupin County, where he led the construction of a new city park, the community's largest ever sidewalk replacement project, and oversaw a housing rehab project for low-income families. In 2003, he was appointed to the Macoupin County Board, and he has served as our chairman since 2004. During his tenure, he has brought together a county-wide team that has balanced the county's budget through the closing of our coal mines and the largest recession in memory. It was his vision that first introduced MEDP. He is a husband, a father, and a friend. He is active in several charitable organizations, including Zion Lutheran Church. I am very proud to introduce our 2012 Young Leader of the Year, Andy Manar.
I want to pick up where Richard left off in talking a little bit about MEDP and my involvement in the organization very early on when the county faced a very critical moment, not just the county, but families across the county when we lost 2 of our 3 coal mines in 2007 and in 2008. And I look back at that moment. I was at the zoo, actually, when Sherry called me and gave me the news that this was happening here. And we faced a critical kind of juncture as a county in terms of how we were going to handle economic development from that moment forward. And I want to give some recognition to the members of the county board who are here today who decided to, instead of approach the situation, which was truly a crisis at the time, the county officials and the county board decided to put their heads together and work together. They put their partisan differences aside, they put their geographic differences aside in the county, and we sat at the table and we came up with an idea that at the time, I think to use the word that Mr. Mullins used was visionary, would be an appropriate word to use at the time, because things like this didn't happen then. There was no discussion from one town to another. There was a division in this county between the north and the south. The county government ran the economic development office without engaging private business. So what we decided to do was to shut it down and to form a public-private partnership. And people stepped up to the plate, many people in this room. It's very hard as a former mayor when you have budgets that are stressed and you have any number of things that you have to get done to write a check to an organization that was in its infancy. And I compliment all of the mayors in this county for stepping up to the plate. And same goes for small businesses and large businesses. When the economy is in the shape that it's in, I understand how difficult it is to reach down again and to financially support an organization that was in its infancy and that was a new idea. So I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with MEDP. I'm very pleased to have been a very small part of that in the very beginning. And again, I look back at that moment and I'm happy that we have come so far in such a short period of time and engaging so many people to be part of this effort. So if anybody needs to be sold on MEDP, please join tonight. Please try to do that in the near future, because there's all kinds of things that are happening here that's because of this organization right here, not because of the county board. The work that we've done, I don't view it as important as the work that the people that are honored here tonight. The important work is what happens out of groups like MEDP. That's how we do good things here in the county. I'm not going to thank anybody other than my wife. Trista and I met. Trista has never known me when I was not an elected official, believe it or not. I was the mayor of Bunker Hill when Trish and I met, so she has, throughout the years, has put up with me making phone calls while we were on our honeymoon. When I was running for county board chairman, that's a true story, by the way. Only a couple, it wasn't too many. But she's put up with this throughout the year, and she has been very supportive of me. And so I don't get the opportunity to thank her very much, but I want to thank my wife tonight. So thank you all very much for this